Good morning, and last night's camp spot. Rain has come back again, nice and heavy. Here and there you get remnants of what the old China buildings were like. Most of them they just destroy down and put up skyscrapers instead of rebuilding this nice historical stuff. Hello? Okay, finally finding some food, so I'm gonna load up and enjoy. Okay, last night's camping spot. Oh, what? Yep, right here by the road. About the best we could find. Okay, today I'm kind of in a situation where I have to decide to continue to follow this coastal route, which is not so much warmer. It is on and off, but not hugely, versus the inland route. And it's mainly because now, with the holidays, there's a lot more traffic along the coast than I had originally anticipated. So when you got 1 billion Chinese or so on vacation all at the same time, it does put crowds in places. So the traffic has kind of been shitty, and along the coast it's not going to get any better going up. So they tell me the inland routes is a little bit quieter and more peaceful than the coastal routes where everybody ends up going down and on. So we'll see. Sometimes the maps bring you through the craziest areas. At least there's not many cars on this road. I wouldn't say no people, but I would definitely say not so many cars. Just a little too crazy right now to go in. Nice Buddhist temple though, but not with the holiday people. And just like that, they close the road. Going the other way is open, but going this direction over the river is closed. Okay, the bridge is up there. Here's the entrance into the thing. They mark it as yes and they mark it as no. We'll see. Chinese camping through the city. We're going up the bridge. Alright, we're on the bridge. Crossing it slowly. Traffic is crazy. Big city is over there. We're driving like idiots as usual. Even past the police up there where the road is blocked off. Over a bridge. Okay, camping out there. You can see they're camping. Strange. Up there, the road is blocked by the police. I went past, and down here we're going through. What a fiasco. Well, I want to see the bridge, so I can either turn this way, see the bridge from that side, I guess, or go to the park and all the activity there. Well, no activities going on. Okay, that's the bridge we just crossed. This is the traffic jam. So I gotta figure a way around now. We had them all blocked at all the sections. So I'm gonna go curb hopping. Just cut the fruit right there. Coming down. Hello. Interesting little streets. Something different. The good thing about China is don't read the fucking signs. They don't mean jack shit. It's supposed to go that way, but as you see, again, a road is closed, so figure your way around it. Stop for a minute. The walls of construction. Make for funny. Okay, at least a little bit if you get out of the little tourist mecca areas. It opens up, regular roads, some bike paths again. But we've got to do 4. Just in case you want to know why some of the little areas I'm just not stopping. It's just bus after bus after bus. So, no. Beyond a zoo. Trying to get through some of these cities is just like, where you headed? You just walk in front of you. Just do this, that, oblivious. Almost like Thailand driving. Up, down, cut in and around, cut up and down. Fighting traffic, and this is all I get for lunch. Yeah, bike trail. not. Yeah, we'll cross the bridge instead. Some parks during the spring festival just aren't exactly camp friendly. No. Okay, we're set up at the park, and I'll be alright. Like I say, too many people down there, so just better off just hanging up here. As the sun rises, we get woken up to the lake and the ping pong players. And again, just time to put up the hammock. Small stretches here and there in this area of some of the old type Chinese houses. This is old China building style. You can see completely different than today's modern stuff, but you really don't see much of it. Then you see one built in the middle, they're going to tear it down slowly. In case you're wondering in China how you get to cross some of these bridges, you can't go on the roads because they're like a freeway, but instead you can go up these staircases, up the second staircase, up to the top. Then the special walking part that's added to the bridge, it goes all the way across, and then we'll do the same on the other side. Okay, the weather on and off is hot, then cold, then hot, then cold, but it's still that time of year. Second thing is, I've decided I'm gonna go back away from the coastline because in between the next week or two, like everybody says, those are the crowded areas because everybody's gone there. They'll go back from the villages to there because those are the working cities. So you have people in and out, and those areas are crowded, busy with temples and different attractions that bring a lot of people. So I need to avoid a bit of the crowds for the next, well, 10 days. Some of my friends have complained about the narrow roads they're on. Here's a windy road and everything else. Not only that, but look at this gutter here. If you have to get pushed off the road, you go straight into that little gutter. So when cars are coming both directions, you've got this little gutter, and that's the only place to go. You'll kill yourself. Nowadays in China, there's a lot more of these greenways, so to speak. As you see here, greenways, bike path, gee, whatever. Not easy to figure out what's what. The maps are not, well, for us clear, but everything else, but at least they have them. So for those that want to be a little bit more adventurous coming to China and find out about these places, look them up and see what you can find. I've given about as many QR codes as I can find or names of these places. Okay, this is what you come to China for, to see the old parts of China that still look like China used to be. Today is the day of visiting ancestors. See the graves on the other side of the river. Okay, I didn't want to cross this bridge and take the road on this side. It is one of the options, but there's a sign at the beginning of the road back there that says it's closed, or there's a bridge out, or there's something. So I can't take the chance. I need to go around this way. This is one of the main things we ride for. Come up to beautiful places like this. And then of course people that want to meet you. I'm most likely going to camp here. Just going to pick up behind one of these places as soon as it quiets down a little bit more. This was a beach. You can still see some people out there. following the rivers up, then it'll be up over the mountains. Good morning, and last night's camp spot is here, sleeping across from the temple, next to the monkeys. A bit loud, fireworks all night, but overall, wasn't bad. River route is nice as far as we're finding the old style houses. Welcome to a village in the mountains. Yep, on the map, that's marked as a village. As we head into this little village, not so little. Just a quick stop here in the little village square. See all the little animals, the 12 animals of the zodiac. It's a stage, big thing here. Wouldn't want to stay here at night with all the fireworks. Old meets new. Always fun. I love maps. Just send you straight through the heart of a little city. Chickens. Tofu noodle. Just need to find a halfway decent restaurant. The dams across the river everywhere, about every 15, 20 kilometers. They have a dam, block up the river. So climbing. One thing about following rivers is they may be beautiful and everything else like that, but they don't go straight. So you zigzag in and out, but it is a beautiful area. Okay, you find a lot of these little sport areas or toilet areas in China. They're good if you gotta find out if they've got running water, and then if they've got a hose like that, you can take a shower inside here, bathe off, wash your clothes, get cleaned up. It's beautiful up here in the mountains, so we're gonna enjoy it. I stop at the toilet, my bath and water, shower and wash everything up and put it back on the bike. Done. Something like this at night would be perfect to find. A nice little temple, a nice little thing, a lake view, or I should say river view, wash area and everything else. Okay, the road is in disarray, as you can see there, and everything else. But the good thing about it is there's no traffic. A car here and there, and that's it. Pretty soon we should be coming up on the bridge. Should be able to see it on the river out there. Between the trees, there's a bridge. And we're just cruising along. Hold on. Let's see if we can get a better picture of the bridge up here. And that'll be one of the two bridges I cross. Just something nice to find. Okay, you gotta love the contradictions in China. There's the old town, and in the distance is the towers. Okay, to get around this old city, not exactly friendly. It's a nice little old town, but the problem is there's not finding grocery stores and not finding food. Some days it's the same. Leave a beautiful spot that had power or electricity because there's supposed to be a nice temple to camp at just up the road. Then there's no temple. But a beautiful sunset. So there's always something. Okay, last night's camp spot. Dirt road, 2 poles, sunrise is coming up. So we can start work on the bike a little bit. Gonna cook some breakfast. Not a bad spot. Decent distance in between the trees, or poles. Cook some breakfast. Only problem is you can see the moisture hit from last night, but we'll dry up here in a little bit and then head up the road. This morning's breakfast started again with oatmeal. Up, up and away into the mountains we go. If you build it, they will come. But in the meanwhile, we got a shoddy old road, but a new one is coming. Beautiful mountain scenery, but work on dirt roads. Funny, they have these parks just in the middle of nowhere. Backcountry roads. Little baby. Okay, tonight's spot in the village. They're not so happy with me, but it's the little place here, and it's a small little village. I'm in the little corner here. It's the only place that's got the poles I can tie to, but a beautiful little creek view. Okay, I wasn't fast enough to get the bike under the tarp after removing the hammock to sit here and cook while it rains. So I'm gonna have to move the bike in, move some stuff around, get the bike underneath here, get to the stove, and cook some breakfast while it rains for about an hour or two. Then hopefully the rains will stop enough to not be soaked and cold into the mountains here. Hammock is put away, nice and dry. Rain has come back again, nice and heavy. Supposed to rain for about the next hour heavy, so after that hopefully clear up enough to hit the road. Just like and subscribe to us.